The question of why they persecute Falun Gong is really a tragic one. I think one was there's two factors. One was the numbers, that many people doing anything. A couple of the leaders of the Communist Party are going to get nervous, even if they're basket weaving. 100 million people is a large amount of people. Then there was the ideology, the fact that Falun Gong was Heartland China. It was sort of the very best of Heartland China, and the CCP had just spent 70 years trying to stamp out traditional Chinese culture, and along comes Falun Gong. I think what really triggered it, though, was the top leader, Jiang Zemin, at the time. He was the one who ordered the persecution. In fact, a lot of his lieutenants were against it at first. He was the one that saw Falun Gong kind of stealing his thunder. He was the one who said, this decade needs to be about me, not about Falun Gong, destroy them. And he's the one who really pushed it through. And that's what makes it sort of tragic. Now, the reasons they give, I think, maybe ties into your previous question, is if you look at why the CCP says they're persecuting Falun Gong, it's just straight up standard communist propaganda. I mean, it's lie after lie after lie. I'll give you a very concrete example, and this is, I still don't believe to this day they get away with this. If you look at the English language Chinese government websites, the first thing they say about why Falun Gong is so bad and they should be persecuted, and this is the English language, by the way, is that we're racist or against racial integration, right? Against interracial marriage. I'm in an interracial marriage. A lot of Falun Gong practitioners in my community are in interracial marriage. This is total nonsense, but they don't care. What they care about is this a hot-button issue, and will it resonate with people to convince them that Falun Gong is bad or evil or anything like that, so that they'll turn a blind eye when they go and persecute Falun Gong. And they've been doing this in China for 22 years, and unfortunately they've been doing this through their diplomatic missions here in the West, and it has had an effect. When you go into a room and you're going to talk about Falun Gong, there is often something in the air, and that something are these lies that the CCP says about Falun Gong, which again are total nonsense if you're just going to look at it. But they have repeated it so much that it has worked to some extent.